Previously on For Mother Matron.
Stop fucking crying, bitch! Where? I don't wanna fucking hear it!
Well, Rip Rich. Also, rocking the new model. I don't know if this is gonna be the first time you're gonna see it on the channel. But new model. Well, technically this is the horror model. The black and white one. Anyways. Memory cuts off suddenly. I'm gasping for air. Terror and fear flowing through my veins. Rich's terror and fear. God. That was... Love that squishing sound. Before I have time to process it, the messenger is back behind me. Fiddling around again. Sounds like she's moving a cable? Plugging something in. Flipping sound grows faster. World fades again. Oh, bye. Don't know how long we ran for, but eventually the horrible cacophony behind us gave way to silence. We were safe for now. Hopefully.
I think we can rest for a minute.
Hux, we lost the crowbar! Hux leaned against the wall while I sat on the ground. We were drenched in sweat and horribly out of breath. We should go back once we... Should we go back once we're rested? It's not right for us to just... leave him there. He might still be alive. Lizzie, I'm pretty sure you just saw his death, sweetheart. No, it's too dangerous. You heard all those... things? Going back would be suicide. Stands there for a moment, huffing and puffing. Takes a few deep breaths. Composure returns.
I get it. I really do. But we gotta focus on our own survival now.
This is true. He was right. I hated that he was right. Those beasts were alert and awake. Now, if they hadn't already been, they're likely to be lying in wait for us. Taking one of them down was a nightmare in of itself. Adding more to the equation didn't leave us with good odds. And considering how it took 3 of you to beat one to death, and that took a process, I don't think handling more than one of those is going to be an option. I had hoped that Rich would make it out alive somehow. That he'd find his way up ahead, and we'd be able to meet him again. Very much a Wheezbing? They're adding that's the third variant of wheezing now. Much wheezing and gasping for air. Got my bearings straight. Looked around. Too focused on catching my breath and noticed just how dark the tunnel was. Where are we?
You know about as well as I do.
In other words, no idea. So dark. Do we have any lighter? Do we have a lighter or anything?
As a matter of fact, we do.
This scene does not fill me with confidence. Sure, darkness is bad, but the Paris catacombs is equally as bad. Hux pulls out a flashlight from his pocket and clicks on it.
I love how reliable you are.
Oh, phew. I was really not looking forward to stumbling around in the dark. You're so reliable, Pucks.
Yeah, well, I couldn't count on you two morons to stock up properly.
I live in the dump. I suppose not. We both laughed softly and trailed off into silence. We're kind of awful, aren't we? Lux looks at me with consternation. We're in a place where so many kids came to die, frightened and alone. And somehow we're laughing? Sometimes that's the best way to not go insane. What right do we have to feel any kind of joy in the face of all of this? I turned my eyes to the ground. of great shame.
Listen, don't start feeling bad about yourself. There's nothing we could do about Rich. For now, falling down that hole might have killed him for one.
This is true, we don't know how far down he went.
Moreover, even if we wanted to go look, you heard those things. We would have been skewered rats if we stayed behind. We're in a fucked up situation. If you're able to crack a smile still, that means you're hanging in there. At least, I think it is.
Oh, you're next, Pucks.
If we want to survive this, we have to keep our heads on straight.
I don't know how well I'm hanging in there, but I really appreciate it, Pucks.
Just speaking the truth is all.
Still, it means a lot. Pucks gave me a gentle smile. Didn't suit his face well, but it warned me so.
Not to ruin the moment, but we should get going. I'm not a fan of standing around in a dark-ass tunnel.
This is true. Even if we do die down here, we should probably get as far as possible. Me neither. Let's get going. That guy was at Expedition 13. We just gotta keep laying things down for the future. For the future expeditioners. We continued at a brisk but manageable pace. The tunnel was really long. Silence was eerie and deafening. Fill the air somehow. Hey, can I ask you something? Don't know. Haven't heard the question. I rolled my eyes. You mentioned you used to have friends to play baseball with, didn't you? Yeah. Why can't you play with them anymore? Something happened? Yeah, something did happen. Lizzie, they lived in the junks, or whatever it was called. It's been a while since I've recorded. A piano probably fell on them. Care to elaborate? Would prefer not to. Was it something bad? No. I just don't want to talk about it because it brings back too much joy. Of course it was something bad. He's sorry. Really, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I shouldn't have pried. Apology accepted. There you go, Pucks. I mean, let's be real. We're gonna die down here. Might as well just be friends in the end. You know? Just not have your corpse by itself down here alone in the darkness. You know, like Rich. I breathed a sigh of relief. Awkwardness encroached. Silence came home again. Kept my eyes glued to my shoes. Like you can see anything else, let's be real. I had friends that got sent down here. My eyes widened quickly as I quickly turned back to look at him. They got one of those letters, you know, the ones we got. My friends Rocco and Wallace got them. Didn't tell me outright, but I saw the signs. Also, you've been like prepping for this day eventually. Out of nowhere, they got all drawn. They came to see me at my place like usual, but it was different. They looked at me in the eyes while we talked. Even looking directly at me, they were focusing somewhere 1,000 miles away. And just gone. From them again. Or at least, I didn't hear from Rocco again. Wallace came back. You know how that all goes, though. Didn't speak a single word properly. Shaking like a dog that fell in the ice water. The look in his eyes. That pitiful expression. It wasn't really Wallace anymore. I mean, he had the face and the name, but everything that made him Wallace was sucked out. Gone. Disappeared. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, Pucks. had no idea. It's okay. Well, it's not okay exactly, but you didn't mean any harm. It wasn't your fault. That's why you hate the Mother Matron so much. Pretty much, yeah. Didn't exactly love her before like everyone else did. Hard for me to put my hope in shit I can't see with my own eyes, you know? But thinking Wallace like that, I can't forgive the bitch for letting that happen to him. I don't care what people say she's done for us, or how much people look up to her. She got my friends killed, and who knows how many before them. She can feed us all the bullshit about being necessary and unavoidable, but I don't buy it for a fucking second. I can't say I blame you for feeling that way. I'm really sorry you went through that.
Mother Matron said so.
It's kind of hard for me to accept it. I really love the Mother Matron. I've written to her a lot, believe it or not. She'd always say the nicest things. Always tell me how wonderful I was doing. Her support means a lot, even if it is indirectly. Not like you're the only one. It's a lot easier to revere someone when they haven't stolen anything from you. Or, at least when you're not aware of what's been stolen. Can't really say anything to that. I didn't harbor the same hatred he did, but I didn't disagree with him either. Plus, when we talked to her, something felt wrong. Her voice was nice and sweet, but the way she spoke to us didn't really seem that way. She kind of scared me, actually. I tried to not focus on those thoughts, though. Instead, decided to try and console Pucks. Thought about giving him a hug, but that felt like something he'd find patronizing. I settled for a gentle pat on his shoulder. I know we only met recently, but for the time being here, we're the only two people we can rely on. So, I don't know. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Thank you. That means a lot. I don't like that smile on your face, Pucks. Like, I was gonna make an off-color joke about Lizzie being really cute, but I don't like that look on you, Pucks. We have more important things to worry about, though. I need to keep focus. There you go. You're the man on a mission. I understand. Don't forget, okay? I flashed him a warm smile. Thanks. We made our way through the dark tunnel, armed with a flashlight that did not light nearly as much as I would have liked it to. The tunnel led us to a massive open cave filled with the sound of rushing water. Bucks, you gonna drown. Path led from the crag of rock we were standing on through the water to the center island. From there, three different directions could be discerned. Each path seemed to lead to the same spot, however. Dimly lit, brick-laden hallway. Buck suspected it was probably the way forward. What makes you say that? There's a sign. Look. So, there it was. Oh, so there was. Paradise is to... What? They even had an arrow pointing towards the hallway. The message, though, is that blood? Smells like rust. It just might be. Ugh, that's awful. It is, but practically speaking, it means someone was here. Someone had to write the sign. They even tried to mimic the matron's symbol. Maybe they left it to help future surveyors. See, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe they were losing their mind in the processor. Maybe there's some kind of meaning to it. Or... fuck, I don't know. All I got. All I was good for was fixing shit. I'm not looking forward to getting my shoes wet. Me neither. Gotta go, though. Keep your guard up. I nodded and followed Pucks. As we reached the water's edge, I noticed something. Oh, you noticed something, you say. Oh, oh my. Hey, Pucks. Look there. I think it's in the journal or something. And against a smaller rock near the edge of the thick book soaking in water. The binding was miraculously still intact, though many pages seemed to have drifted off or broken down completely. Why should I care? Well, we can learn more about this place, like with the journal we found earlier. A waste of time. That's one we found wasn't useful. Well, we never know until we look. This could have directions to the Womb of Paradise for all you know. I highly doubt it, but... fine, if you insist. I don't think anything will be legible, though. Look at it. Shit's soaked. Well... not, I'll toss it back in. Picked up the wet book and let it drain a little. Carefully opened it, thumbing through the pages gently and carefully. Pages desperately wished to fall apart right in my fingers. After some pulling and peeling of damp pages, I found one with text that wasn't a complete smudge. It read as follows. One must embark on the muting. Procedure can only be performed once, but is by far the most intense and reliable way to hear her words. I must procure several materials. Oh boy, I don't like where this is going. I play a lot of RPGs. First and most obvious is a blade. The older, filthier, and rustier, the better. Please consult the weathering guide in the appendix if you only have access to clean and well-maintained blades. Second is a source of heat, such as a box of matches, a lighter, or a stove. Third and final object is a piece of metal that may retain heat. Cannot be your blade. It has to be a separate item entirely. A metal ruler, a metal bar, or perhaps even a fire poker will work. Let's remember those! The readability began to degrade before that, and so some words or even entire sentences are missing. Once prepared, need assistance from a comrade as recessive tendencies. May also need to be restrained so you do not harm whoever is assisting you. After being properly restrained, use one hand to stretch the tongue taut. A cloth or keep grip. I'm gonna assume that's pushing the blade. And a sawing motion. Do not stop. Retreat until retreat will disappoint her immensely. I had to stop reading at that point. Oh, hi! You need this more than me. Did you just hit me with a frying pan?